right. Yo, Trey, what's good with you? What's good with you, G? Parks, what's good? Am I coming through loud and clear? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right, perfect, 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 perfect. We'll get started in a moment. How's y'all night going? Were y'all able to catch the Discord threes meeting? Sean, what's good, G? What's good? What's good? What's good? How's your night going? Uh, oh, Parks, you ain't missed much. You ain't missed much. You ain't missed much. Ghost, what's good, G? What's good? What's good? What's good? How's your night going? How's your night going? Outside of rank. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Look, that's why I don't put too much. That's why I don't put that much effort in the rank anymore. Like I said, rank get 2 days out of me, and I normally wait till the second week to do it. That is it. Like I used to enjoy grinding rank I can't do it no more. I can't do it. Like I said, they get 2 days and I am done after that. Hey Chels, appreciate you stopping by, man. Watching football. Who playing right now? Parks, how you have 60 games played already, bro? Like rank just started yesterday and you got 60 games already. What's your record? Ole Miss versus Miami. Okay. Okay. Hopefully Miami win because I can't stand Ole Miss. I have to come up from D rank. I got the big dog banner. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Mac was good, G was good. Appreciate you stopping by. How's your night going? All right, we'll start in T minus 60 seconds. Let's just say it's about 50% solo queue. It's not fun. It never is. It never is. Did I translate the forms? I needed a translator myself. I needed a translator from. I don't know why they didn't just do it. I wish they would have did it the way they did the summit for YouTube. Nuggets, what's good, G? How's your night going? That's my only thing. Like, I just wish they would have put it on YouTube so we can, like, at least get the captions, subtitles on it. I quit playing rank. 16 for 42. Jesus. I like Carol Trash. I almost got my big dog banner. I'm not too far away from it. I think I got like 100 and what is it, like 140 stars, so I'm not too far away from it. Kai was good, G. How's your night going? Hey Sham. I'm playing solo level. Well, I'll try not to disturb you too much, Sham, while you playing your game. All right. All right, enough of the entries. All right, so you see the title, you see the thumbnail, you know what you're here for. End of the year 2025 tier list. Yes, I know it's 2026. This was supposed to be done last year, but technically, what's a day or two late? So again, this is my tier list, If you have a problem with where I have these characters ranked, feel free to start your own channel and come up with your own goddamn tier list, because my tier list is backed by science and straight facts and data at all times. So with that being said, let's get to these small forwards. All right, how many small forwards is it total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not too bad. All right, so right out the gate, at the bottom of the list, should be pretty obvious. It's going to be Carter. Carter is the only small forward who does not have his P6, P7 ability yet. I think he has the potential to go higher on the list depending on what they give him. I think he's mostly going to be dependent upon whatever they give him on his tree, more so than whatever they give him for his P6 ability. So hopefully they do something solid with him. What he was meant to be, he just never really took that role. Like, he was supposed to be a lockdown defender with Imped built into his kit, but the problem was Imped as a P buff didn't come out until Lou came out. So he just never really flourished the way he was supposed to, so that's why he's at the bottom of the list. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky for me, because I feel like a lot of these small forwards, none of them are bad per se. They just have a lot of them have their niches, and they're just all kind of jumbled up together. It's more catered to whatever your playing style is. So after Carter, I will go with Joey. Joey is not a bad character. Joey was broken once upon a time. His P6, P7 didn't really, I don't think it really did too much for him. I know it's like a 50-50 split between people going with manual block and what was the other one? Pump fake shot, whatever that skill is called. So it's like a 50-50 split on it. The pump fake shot is better for him, but it's like one of those skills. It's like, once I know you have it, you're not going to constantly just catch me with it. Manual block is sneaky good, but like I said, it's a 50-50 split. I don't really see too many Joeys running that. And it doesn't really cater to his kit just to have manual block to give him just a little bit of defense, but I understand why some people would go with that. And on top of that, he got nerfed, I want to say, like not too long after launch. So as far as Joey meta, that is gone, and it's not coming back anytime soon. Next, we're going to go with Amanda. Amanda is really good. If you like him, you'll love Amanda. They're pretty much the same character. It's just that Amanda's more focused around mid-range shooting. Ever since they gave her buff, she's a lot better, especially in the mid-range game. So you can't go wrong with Amanda if you're just a new player trying to figure out the game. Amanda is a solid start, all-around shooter. You can actually get away with a balanced build on Amanda and really cook a lot of people. Following Amanda, we're going to go with Will. When I say William was probably one of the worst, I will say he was one of the worst small forwards for the longest time. He has a very clunky kit. He's not bad. It's just you got to know what you're doing to play Will. And the way the meta is right now, it doesn't really benefit him, especially if you try to ISO with him in some cases. So you got to really pay attention to who's on the court, because you try to do a lot of post up and they got too many players and Kajas, they're going to pick your pocket every time. But his P6, P7 did save him. So defensively is where his bread and butter is. He has one of the better manual blocks on this game. Still a solid mid-range game. You can build him for 3-point, but I feel like his biggest weakness is still his speed. He's not very fast, but you can kind of make up for it if you get his manual block up. Next, we're going to go with Saru. Now, Saru, for me personally, I don't think he feels much different from P5 to P6. If you can get his P7 tree filled out for Duncan, that is going to benefit him a lot. Solid mid-range game. There's a few people who like to build him for threes for what I don't understand why, because he's a terrible 3-point shooter. Not mad at you if you do. I just feel like that takes away from what he does. I say just roll mid-range and work on his dunk, and you'll have a solid Saru. Defensively, he's not going to really give you much. There is a tree that helps with his defense that'll kind of make up for it, but personally, I still feel like his dunk tree is the way to go. All right, next, we're going to go with Jesse. Now, personally, I like Jesse. Jesse's another one of those small forwards that you can get away with a balanced build. You can build a mid-range, you can build a three. You can do a combination of both if you get lucky with your cards. Not a bad kit whatsoever. Her kit's a little clunky, but you can, if you know what you're doing, you can cook a lot of people with a mid-range Jesse. I think the biggest problem that you're going to have with building your Jesse is deciding whether you want to go with her quick release or her floater. You can't go wrong either way. It's really just one of those personal preference things. But Jesse low-key is one of the better small forwards on this game. Next, hate to do it to him because he's probably my favorite small forward. It's going to be DJ Bagman. Handles for days, but my biggest issue with him is a lot of those trash Carolina players like to play Bagman, and they do the same bullshit. And the sad thing about it is he's a playmaker, and they just refuse to make plays with him. Solid mid-range game. You can build him for threes, but it's just not, it's not consistent. My biggest gripe with Bagman, I feel like Bagman would have been the perfect character if they just would have gave him something defensively. Like if they just would have started him off with like a 170 jump shot block, he would have been the perfect small forward. But we got what we got. He has like one of the lowest jump shot blocks. His steal is like non-existent. I think it's like base 100 at P5, so it's not even worth investing to. But still a solid character if you know what you're doing with him. But like I said, a lot of people don't know what they're doing with him. You're supposed to use them to make plays, and they just don't make plays with him. I will say one of the worst things to do with Bagman is do not, if you try to think about building a Bagman, do not pick step back and fade away, because you're going to accidentally throw up a bunch of fadeaway shots that you're not trying to do. It's going to throw your shit off. So don't go with those two skills together. Next, sure y'all probably know where I'm going. Good old Rebecca. Now, crazy enough, I have a P7 Rebecca, and the only reason why I P7 Rebecca was for 3x3. That is literally the only time I play Rebecca. Rebecca is basically a walking bucket. You can accidentally get a bucket with Rebecca and not even realize that you're trying to shoot the ball, but Rebecca is still offensively, probably still the most broken offensively small forward on this game. Her passive basically carries her, considering she has a low three-point shot. You can also get away with a balanced build on her too if you get lucky enough with your cards. But if you run the distance P buff 3-point success, you don't even really need drive speed with her, so you can just really go normal movement speed and possibly throw jump shot block if you want to go manual block or shooting touch, either one. You can't go wrong. Rebecca is still, she was meta once upon a time. Now I would say she's probably still sub-meta, but can't go wrong with her. Now we're going to get into your metas, and it's pretty straightforward from here. It's going to be Jack. Jack is still a broken character. Even at P5, he is still meta. P6 makes him even more better. P7 just basically makes him busted. Doesn't really matter what tree you pick. Well, it does. Don't pick his offensive tree. Like, that tree is kind of trash for him. So either go Imped or his block tree. Of course, you already know which one I chose. I chose Imped. I live by it, die by it. Next, we're going to go with Lou. Lou was basically made to counter Jack. Crazy enough, funny thing is, Lou was actually supposed to be a small forward. So if you ever wondered why we was always a character behind with the not small forward, she was supposed to be a power forward. So if you ever wondered why we was always seems like we was a character short on the power forwards, that's because Lou was supposed to be a power forward. But they went ahead and made her a small forward, and she was basically made to counter Jack. Everything about her kit is made to counter pretty much everybody on this list. Now, I know a lot of people the people that was in the meeting today, they hate Imped. Lou is an Imped demon. You can literally stack the most amount of Imped on Lou if you get her to P7. She has a whole tree made for Imped, and if you stack that with the buffs and you stack that with the pets, it's going to be a long day for anyone who's trying to main Ox Queen. And on top of, and her dunk build is still broken. For whatever reason, I can't master that build. I have a dunk build. I just struggle with it. Really can't go wrong either way if you want to build it for mid-range or if you just want to build it for a dunk. I would say 3-point is probably the worst way to build her. You can even build her just as a stretch big and you will still have a comp loop. And the number one small forward, I'm sure no surprise to anyone, Probably the best all-around small forward on this game is Nathan. Really can't go wrong with any type of build. If you want to go mid-range, he's nasty. You want to go three-point, he's nasty. You want to go dunk, still nasty. Can't go wrong. You can play make with him. You can play defense with him. You can put blind D and run impaired on him like I do. And people hate me for it, but it is what it is. That's how I run my Nathan, deal with it. But you can't go wrong with him. Solid player, still a busted kid. Which is crazy because no one ever said he needed to be nerfed. I don't hear anyone hollering about nerf him, but y'all want to nerf Imped. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all want to nerf everything that I like about the game, but don't want to nerf none of your shit. But that is pretty much it. I want to say what that's 12 small forwards, and we went through all of them. Questions, comments, or concerns? Let me catch up in these comments. Let's see, with more science. Of course, man. Look, everything, all my tier list is back with years of data, proven statistical data, backed by science, me running against the compass of the comp, me getting beat by the compass of the comp. I know what works on here. I know what works on here. Give me Jack all day. I'm not mad at that. Jack is probably, out of all the small forwards, probably the easiest one to play. Like, you can really, I would still say this, that's like, as far as like, if you're just trying to figure out a small forward, you just want to run. Outside of Amanda, like just a character that you can just, you don't need much to put on them and you just want to play them and just be okay straight out the gate, Amanda and Jack are the best two for that. Amanda, you can run with little to no cards, and Jack, you can run with little to no cards. I wouldn't recommend it, but there's a reason why you still see Jacks in these high tier matches in 3x3. They don't call him bailout Nathan because that's exactly what he is. He is a walking bailout. Lou supremacy for real. The only thing that Lou was never, I would say the only thing that Lou sucks at is like when she's not good for 3x3. That was like the only thing about Lou. She's not good at 3x3. That event, she needs help. And I will say this about Lou. You need her P6. She is relying on her P6 to be what she's meant to be. You ever seen a Jack run layup pass? I have. And it's funny as hell to see. Which is better, 2-point Lou or a dunk Lou? I would say dunk Lou. I would say dunk Lou is better than a mid-range Lou. Main reason why is because technically her mid-range stat is high enough to where even if you're not running the success rate, you can still be somewhat decent with her mid-range game if you need it. So, like, let's just say, like, people just know that you're running a dunk Lou and you're just trying to spam dunks all goddamn day. So they just try to double you in the paint. You can still get that fadeaway off. Her mid-range stat is high enough to get that off and make a decent amount of it. You won't be consistent, but it'll be respectable. Glad you gave me insight on Bagman. I got 39% 3-point on him. He look, trust me. The first thing I tried to do was build Bagman for a 3-point. When I saw him, like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put step back on him. I'm gonna just spam three. It's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. So it's like, personally, I just rather run mid-range Bagman. Not saying you can't run a 3-point one. It's just, unless you just got some broken cards, like I want to say, I think I'm around 30% with buying. And the thing about it is, I think you're going to have to, with the plus 15 to his stat, you're going to have to do that. And you're probably going to have to run a 3-point stat ice cream just for it to be respectable. Just for it to be respectable. And of course, leveling up your freestyles helps too, just in case. But instead of doing all that, I'm like, might as well just go mid-range. It's a lot easier to working with a mid-range build. Ain't Jesse the second best 2-pointer between small forwards? I would say, honestly, no. I would say. Actually, no. Let me think about that. No, she's not. Here's why I don't believe she's the second best mid-range shooter on out of the small forwards. Now, it's not me not saying that she's a bad shooter for mid-range because the majority of people that run Jessie's, they run mid-range. That is a broken build for her. But you typically have to get her like let's you for you to max that out, you got to get her to P7. I personally think Amanda at P5 mid-range game is better than Jessie's or what with Jessie at P7. And then if you get Amanda to P7 and you max her mid-range, that shit's broken. Like she automatically has defense resist on her mid-range shot. Then on top of that, you still got Rebecca. And when I say Rebecca's passive carries her, like if you do not jump, it's just automatic success rate on her. And it works on all her shots. Like it's not based on just 3-point and mid-range. Anything that she throws up, if you don't jump, you might as well call it a GG. How is Jessie relying on her P6? Because she needs extra. Well, put it like it just depends on how you build her. If you build her for 3-point, she's gonna need that. She's gonna need that quick release. Because her kit is made for her to get inside the paint and either shoot or make plays. So if you're trying to build her for a 3-pointer, you're gonna need something to help stretch the floor of that. Because like I said, her kit is made for her to try to take mid-range shots, but most people build it for a 3-pointer. Like I said, not saying that she's bad. Just some characters they just kind of need their P6 more than others. Like I said, Jack doesn't need his P6 or his P7. Jack kit was busted right out the gate on release. Lou needs her P6. Not saying that Lou is a bad character, but you kind of need her fadeaway. William, he's another one. He needed his P6. Just some characters need theirs more than others. Like Jessie's kit wasn't really that broken when it came out. Like it's decent. But it's not exactly a easy kit to. I don't want to say it's a complicated kit to learn, but it's not exactly the easiest kit to learn. That's why I say, like, if you just starting the game and you just looking for 2 characters that you just want to pull out of the pack and just run, Amanda and Jack are the 2 easiest characters on here to master. There's really nothing to their kit. Everybody else has like some type of quirky skill to them that you got to kind of get adjusted to and get used to. And then like for new players, if it's gonna be some shit you ain't really seen, you're gonna get cooked by everything everybody on this list. I got Nathan at 3 and Jack at 2. I wouldn't argue with that. Like I said, as far as like the Jack, Lou, Nathan, like for the most part they're interchangeable. But for me, it's hard for me to put Jack at number 2 just because Lou is a counter to him. Like I can't necessarily say Jack is better than Lou when they came out with a character that was made to literally stop everything that he does. Again, not saying that he's bad. I don't know how long Jack has been out for a minute, and Jack's still in the meta. Even when you looked at the tourney, all you saw was Jack's out there. You saw some Lou's out there, a few Nathans out there. Even if you looked at the Asia, that's the crazy thing about that tournament. If y'all hadn't seen it, some of y'all should go back and watch like the final 2-3 matches of the Asia and North America tournament. Like those are two. The styles are similar, but the characters that we run are different. Like you can see like what characters North America values over the characters that Asia values. Like to a certain extent, they both run pillar, like the screen meta. But for North America, we're more mid-range driven. Versus them, they still try to pluck off a 3 off screens. I just thought that was interesting. Leash, what's good, man? How your night going? How do you use this high floater? When I try, for those of you who got a P6 big dog, first and foremost, congrats to you on making good life decisions. Congrats to you on making good life decisions, because that was an awesome pick for you to do that. But yeah, do not pick his floater. It is broken because it is, if you press triangle, it is also his alley-oop button. Joy City does know about it. I did message him as soon as I found out that it wasn't working for me. I just wish I hadn't spent all them damn intensive balls to level it up to like level 4 before I did that. But they are working on it. Now, as far as what they're going to do, they're probably going to change it altogether. So I don't think he's going to keep floater, unfortunately. But I did give them a long list of suggestions. I did give them a long list of suggestions. And I'll be happy to share them with you. You tell me what you think. So, since the triangle button is going to be an issue for Big Dog, he can't do dunk at will. Which dunk at will, even though I like dunk at will, it would be bad for him because I honestly think that would just basically make him a better version of Luther if you gave him dunk at will. So, I'm thinking manual block, by number one. The only thing I don't want manual block to do is I don't want it to interfere with his block pass. Like, if it's going to interfere with his block pass, then I don't want manual block. But if it's going to work with it, I'm cool with him getting it. That's just me personally. Y'all may feel differently, but that's just me personally. One skill I wouldn't mind would be upper steel. I'd be cool with upper steel. Upper steel is not necessarily reliant on the steel stat. It does help, but doesn't necessarily, like, Max's upper steel is really good, and he has like what, like a 120 steel or something like that. Outside of that, I thought this was kind of cheese, but I wouldn't mind inside tackle on Big Dog. I think that would be hella hilarious. What else? What else? What else? I would say hard screen would be dope on him. I wouldn't mind this. Actually, I prefer this over screen and move. Because it seems like they're just assuming that you're going to build Big Dog as a shooter, but that doesn't necessarily go with his kit. Like, the P6 ability is supposed to revolve around what the character does. Shooting is not in Big Dog's kit. It's in mine, but I had to build him to do that. But I'd be cool if they threw hard screen on him. What else? There's a couple other things. Oh, yeah. I'd be cool with shadow block. I feel like you can never have enough characters with shadow block. I'll even take Giant G shadow block. What else? What else? What's something on her? Oh, yeah. Now, for shits and giggles, I'd be cool with him getting quick jumper. I did ask for that. I low-key wanted Fox's layup, but that's triangle too, so can't use that. That sucks. And I think that might have been it. I think that might have been it. Like, I was thinking about power rebound, but I was like, I don't know how I feel about power rebound on him. I don't want chip out on him because I'm tired of chip out. I think chip out has hit his point. Chip out is starting to feel like remember when they first started getting everybody their P6s and it seemed like everybody was getting dive and catch? That's what chip out is starting to feel like. Like, everybody has it. So it's like, nah, I don't want that. Parks, yeah, I think tackling Big Dog would be dope. I would not be mad at that. Yeah, Ravenous, that's the issue that they're having with it right now. That's why I said I think they're going to have to change it all together. They're going to have to change it all together. But the devs do know about it. Not sure how long it's going to take them to do something with it. Hopefully by next week. chip out and chip pass combo. Here's the thing with the chip out though. Here's the thing. So, because you know they did nerf chip out, they did it with, what is it like? There's a 30% chance that the ball flies in just a weird direction. And I have the worst RNG when it comes to chip out, which is why I don't like it. Like that shit annoys the hell out of me. Like I can never get 2 chips in a row. Like every time I chip it, the ball just flies just far side of the screen. Like ideally, I could see that working. But like I said, I don't have the best luck when it comes to chip out, so I already know that shit is gonna fly out to the corner somewhere, and I ain't gonna be able to get the tip pass. Oh, I knew there was one more thing, and put back. I think put back would be dope on him. At which point in your small forward tier list would you say the characters are sub-meta? Oh, all right. So as far as meta, you got Nathan, Lou, and Jack, right? As of now, I feel like there's only one that I would consider sub-meta, and that's Rebecca. She's the only one that I still feel like is just busted and can like really give you that, like can really change the outcome of a game. Like let's say like you're a small forward main and like you're down and you know you have to bring your team back. More than likely, who you're going to bring out. You're not going to bring out Bagman. Bagman is not going to bring you back. Jesse's not going to bring you back. Lou and Jack could bring you back, but you gotta really fight with that. Like you got to be on top of your defense to do it. But let's say you really need scoring. You trying to cut this lead down. I mean, Amanda could do it, but you kind of need some cheese. That's why like Rebecca's really your only option. Rebecca's really your only option, and that's something I still see to this day. Like there are a lot of people like if you down and you need to you down by a decent amount, and you need to get that lead back. Not saying you can't do it with Nathan, but let's say you don't have a Nathan, you're gonna have to pull out Rebecca. So I'll bring out Jesse. Look, I'm not mad at you if you do that. I'm not mad if you do that. I'm not mad if you do that. The only thing with Bagman is Bagmans are too predictable. Like I said, it's really only 2 types of Bagmans you're gonna see. Now they got a few that went with what is it? The scoop shot, Professor Scoop Shot. But the majority of them, you either gonna have a step back Bagman, which that's what I run, or you're gonna have the Carolina rollback Bagman. And like I said, trying to build Bagman as a 3-point shooter, not saying you can't do it, it's just not gonna be consistent. Like unless those 3-point cards are platted, your pet is activated, you got them what? P7, you put the plus 15 on this stat, and you possibly running an ice cream stat card. And on top of that, if you're doing that, that takes away from his defense. Because I run a jump shot block card on him. Because he needs it. He needs some type of defense. Do I know? Yeah, I know. The devs know too. Like as soon as I found out, I messaged what's his name? The GM, since we friends on here. That was the first thing I did. So they know about it. Like as I was talking about it earlier, I think they're gonna possibly just changing that skill altogether. To what? I'm not sure, but I did send them a nice little list of all the things they could change it to. Even with my preferences. I was a Joey and William main on small forward. That's respectable. I want to say Joe was a main for a lot of people, even Williams. There's still some dope Williams out here. I know Killer's one of the better Williams out here that I've seen. Because he definitely hit some cheesy shit. He hit some cheesy shit. The only thing with Williams' game is like, and on top of that, a lot of Ox Queens were originally Joey mains. Like Joey still has like the best, like if you're just talking about like a pure dribbling kit, Joey has the best mix up on here when it just comes to straight dribbling. Like his mix up is better than Ox Queen. The only thing is he's not as consistent from 3 as Ox Queen is. And a good William will give you that work. The only problem is you kind of got to ISO with Will. and his kit is kind of clunky. But I will say, William. One thing that William does excel at that low key not a lot of people do. If because I've been seeing an uptick in people running small ball lineups, like where they just run like they like might be a Kaji out there and just like maybe two other shooting guards. I see a lot of people run that lineup a lot lately. A good counter to that, like just run whoever you're gonna run, but instead of running a big, you just run William as your big. That nip all that shit in the bud. The only thing you got to worry about with William, you don't want to be ISO with a Kaji on you if you're William. That's gonna be easy pickings if you try to do that little post fade shit. The rollback is great for playmaking. It is. The only downside to it, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a downside to it. It's just once I know you got the rollback, if you have to take it upon yourself to know that you're going to use Bagman as a playmaker. Like I said, the majority of people that play Bagman do not run him as a playmaker. They run him just like he's Carolina, and that's the problem. Bagman's like my favorite small forward, but the reason why I hate him is because too many Carolina mains do the same shit with him, and they just don't playmake at all. Like, they just refuse to hit that X button. They don't try to drive penetrate. They want to roll back and try to jack up a three. Even one of the best Bagmans that I've come across, like, he doesn't pass a lot, and he will literally, I think it's Coleman. Respect to him, he's like one of the better Bagmans I've seen on this game. But that bastard would definitely dribble out a shot clock with a Bagman. He will literally dribble all goddamn day with him, and he will cross you up like 20 times. But as long as you just don't give him the three. Let's see, and you can't steal on her drive like Noah's little dribble. That's true. Noah is still a cheat. Like if you know you just want to hold the ball for the game, and they call in timeout so they can try to steal it for you, just pull out a bunch of Noahs and just hold it and just do his little dribble animation. It's pretty much a GG's. The devs hadn't done anything about that yet, so you still got that ability. So you definitely use that in ranked if you just need to seal the deal. Don't be one of them people that just like to keep shooting till the game's over with. If you got the game in the wrap, just go ahead and pull out Noah and just dribble in the corner somewhere. Take the win. Yeah, that's him, Coleman. Like, yeah, he's a really good bag man, but that motherfucker will dribble a shot clock like completely down. Like, god damn, bro. For real, like you're not gonna bump him. That's the crazy thing. You're not gonna bump him. You're not gonna bump him. Trust me, I've tried. Many a times. So I just said, you know what? I'm gonna give up on trying to bump him. I'm gonna just let him dribble, and as long as I don't give up the three, I'm cool. I'm cool with whatever the trade-off is. But he's definitely, like, I want to say, of all the Bagman, he's probably the best one I've seen. Except fuck with his Batman, but him as a player, not so much. It's different. It's like it's tough. It's tough to have him as a teammate. Like I said, nothing against him. Like it's all love, but it's just having him as a teammate. It's kind of like, all right, bro. Like I'm just standing here in this corner, just watching you dribble the damn shot clock. Like, man, you better make this shot too. I swear to God, you'll make this damn shot. But chuck this ball at your head. Say, Clara, stop that. That's the thing, though. And I ain't gonna lie. I do kind of wish they would bring this back. I know why Joy City did this, and I wish they would bring it back, but I know they're probably not going to. Is I wish you can still see who you were playing before the match started. Like, I know why they did that. Because mainly what was happening... Y'all might not have been around for this, but I'm sure some of y'all have. So if you remember when you can actually, when you queue up, everybody sees everybody, right? You see everyone cycling through characters and whatnot on both sides of the screen. So they took that away and they put this big ass menu like you see on the screen to cover the opponent. So what people was doing in rank, you can So when they did that, you see who you're running against. So if you know you are running against a lineup that you're not going to beat, you don't even have to start that match. You can just quit the match and there'll be no penalty. So that's why they did it. Because like those PC players, like a triple stack PC team, oh, they be in queue forever. They be in queue forever because the second you saw a triple stack PC team, people would just quit out the match. Like, I'm not playing you. I'm not playing you. I'm guilty of it too. Like, I'm trying to climb this rank. I ain't got time to be losing 5 matches to you in a row. So that's when Joy City decided to implement the little penalty system. I don't necessarily fault them for it. I get it. But I do wish you can still see who you're playing against. For situations like if you know Code, man, it's like, all right, if I know I'm getting ready to go against him, I would probably pick, like, I wouldn't try to match him with my bag, man. I do. But if I know I'm going against him, I probably would go with someone that has like Shadow Steel or something like that. I watch him dribble, then just block. That's pretty much the process. It's just like, all right, bro, I see what you want. He stays on the block list for me. I'm trying to think, there was some people that used to just stay on the block list for me. There was definitely some of them. Like, I had their name written down like every 30 days. I keep them in rotation. I just keep them in rotation. But I just stopped doing it. Like I said, I always tell people, like, bro, if you filling up your block list before rank comes out, the problem is you. There is no reason for your block list to be full before rank comes out. Now, if you feel it during rank, that's another thing. But, bro, we talking about regs, bro. You should not be filling your block list during regs. Like, it's regs. These matches don't mean dick shit. They don't matter in the slightest bit. I get if you want to compete. I get that. You want to compete too. I talk my shit too. We all got egos. And I'm not about to blacklist nobody from a reg match unless it's like, the only reason if I put you on my blacklist for a reg match is if it's like a PC player that's like AFK doing some shit like that, because there are some people that do that. Or if it's somebody that's just on some BS, like they just doing too much in a game. Or like if it's like a competitive thing, like if I'm in a match with you and you just start throwing me down and shit like that, I'm gonna put you on that blacklist because I want that rematch. But other than that, dog, I'm not about to blacklist you behind no reg match. Like if you're doing that, stop doing that. Because then you got to go in there and start clearing out your block list for, for rank. That's crazy to me. What advantages do PC players got? Never understood. Ping, frame rate. Essentially, that's what ping is everything in this game. Ping is everything. If you want to see like what it's like to have like PC players, like what the advantage looks like, or better yet, you can see what it's like to be at a disadvantage. Like let's say if you already have good ping, like my ping is a 60-40 split west to east. Go play in Europe. Go play on Europe servers, or if you're able to play on Asia servers, go play on their servers, and see how sluggish that shit is. That will show you like the difference that ping makes. When you get a loose ball and you gotta walk over the ball like 20 times just for you to finally pick it up. That shit makes a difference. Frame rate makes a difference. But that's primarily what it is. The frame rate and ping. Ping is king in this damn game. Like when you playing big and you getting out rebounded by a Chloe, like consistently out rebound by a Chloe, and I'm speaking from experience. I know the bastard that was doing it. I couldn't do shit with it. On top of that, that's why a lot of the people up in that whatchamacallit were hollering about they want cross progression. Which I'm so glad they said they're not doing cross progression. I'm so glad that shit's not coming. So glad. I am not about to get a PC just to play fucking threes. I'm not doing that shit. Because PC players be having stupid block. I'd be scared to throw up a shot. Look, that's why I like Bagman. Believe it or not, Bagman is a counter to a lot of people who run jump shot block. That's why I fuck with him. Like Bagman's not meta, but he's a counter to a lot of the BS that you see with small forwards. Goku Cousin is the man that can stand block pretty much when you want to play with and against someone with good ping. I've had the benefit of both. Like you can see what it's like when you're playing with someone with like I ran with Mountain. I want to say like a few streams ago, and he's a PC player, and I can when I'm playing with him, I can see the difference in my ping and his ping. And I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mountain's an East player too, and we were playing on West servers, and I can see the difference, like his reaction, his reaction time, and just how fast, like when he goes for rebounds, how fast his character just snaps to the ball, like it's night and day. And then playing against somebody with good, it's twice as much bullshit. Cause that's when you like, all right, you think you got a clean shot, clean open look. They run in a jack or somebody and they like on the other side of the free throw line, you in the corner. You're like, ain't no way they gonna get to me. Easy bucket, right? You think that until the ball is behind them and they still block it. Like you done shot the ball past them in some type of way, they still get the block. It's like, bro, keep telling people, bro, they want cross progression. Crossplay has been the bane of my existence with this game. I got 100. I don't even know most of them. Wait, but it is many days, bro. That's crazy. Like 100 people. Then there was people talking about they want to make it longer or permanent. Like, no, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. Like they're not going to give you that. 100 is enough. 100 is enough. Mainly pinging in front, yeah. West is stressful. West servers are. The thing about West servers is that's why I said if I'm not mistaken, I think they did mention something about this in that meeting. I don't know if it's going to get implemented, but I know this was something I did ask about if they do. Excuse me. I think they should do a third server for North America. Strict like North America Central. You got East, you got West. I think what that'll do is that'll cut down. I don't know what all goes into it, but I know it'll definitely cut down on the congestion on East. If you're in Central, that should help anyone that's in Central. It should help their ping. And I don't think it would affect West like at all. Like I don't think it would drop their numbers by any stretch. Wait a minute today. I don't know. I felt accomplished today when he trusted me on it. Nah, typically what I do, like, because when it comes to like because I know my limitations, I say the best way to be the easy way to be the best player that you can be is know your own damn limitations, and I know my limitations. Like I played against and with just about everybody on this goddamn game, so I know. I'll say this: I don't think I'm a trash big by any means. The problem is I don't have the ping to be a consistent big, but I am definitely one of those bigs that'll drop a quick 10 on you if you let me. But if someone that I know is just a better big than me wants to play big, I'm not going to argue with them about playing big. Like, no, go ahead and take it. You got it. I will gladly let you take that up. And I'll struggle I'll struggle at the second level or something. But like, nah, you got it. PC players only ask if they're not on my team. I respect it. The small forward stay dominant even or on tank because of the buffs. Yeah, yeah. Small forward's not going. That's still the meta. Small forward, mid range, jump shot block with a combination of imped, or if you just want to go all out on jump shot block, or if you want to go all out on imped, that's still the meta for small forwards. Screens, screen roll. Hopefully you don't get caught in the switch, because if you end up getting switched, then that's probably going to be an easy bucket. So you definitely better be running somebody who has shadow block at least, bare minimum. But if you don't, then like I said, if and I know a lot of people say that style is boring, and a lot of y'all got bored with the turning, but that's the meta. The way they play is the meta, and that's kind of what the devs looked to when they was considering making adjustments to the game. That's why I say, like, just if you ever got some time, just go back and just take a look at the last two matches. Like, there's a reason why that shit's the meta. Like, if you really just, like, really sit there and just look at how those dudes play, like, it was always, like, whoever had the ball, there was always at least two people around them. There was always at least two defenders, and it was just constantly running back and forth between the screens. And if whoever ended up on the switch, they just dump it down to whoever's in the paint for an easy bucket. 9 times out of 10, it was the big in the paint. It was GG's at that point. You're like, that's just the meta. Which I still didn't understand why they did the, what you call it? I don't understand why they did the floater behind screen nerf. That, I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I didn't think that was a nerf that needed to happen. But I guess we got it. I'm a West player. I rarely play comp. It's because it's not a lot on West. I'm not saying that there aren't comp players. I would say this. There's a decent amount of comp players on West. But the thing is, it's like you're either really good on West or you're just really bad on West. Like, there's no in between. There's no in between on West. I don't play a game. I didn't play my games for the night. I am not playing any game. This was strictly a yap session for me. Strictly a yap session and a way for me to vent a little bit. My Deacon is the best. Parks. I can't acknowledge your Deacon being the best until you at least get him to P6. Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't your Deacon still P5? I could have sworn your Deacon still P5. I need you to get him to P6. Just got a better controller. How are you liking Big Dog's update so far? I'm cool with it. Like I said, outside of his floater being broken, like I'm happy with it. I am truly happy with it. Like I don't think y'all know how miserable I was waiting on Big Dog to finally get his damn P7, P6. I thought this day would never come. Man, that floater is meant for Easton. But his alley-oop is straight, though. Like, I be using his alley-oop. Like, his alley-oop is comp. Just people don't want to go for it. I'm like, man, look, if I got the big on me, nobody's going to block you. You see me spamming that triangle, bitch? Go for the alley. Man, look, that P6 for Big Dog was a godsend. So I'm a P6 G before Deacon. That's tragic. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Deacon deserves a P6. New book next week, right? Oh, Battle Pass? Battle Pass? One way to find out. One way to find out. New Battle Pass. 61 days. Yeah. January 14th, new battle pass. I say stack your resources. Stack your resources. Because as of now, the only characters left, you got Lil Fox, you got Carter, and you got Fred. And if I had to put my money on it, I think Lil Fox might be the next one. I think Lil Fox might be the next one. All right, Trey, man, you be cool. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night, G. Would you consider me Comp D just asking for a friend? Let's see. Would I consider Kai Comp? I don't know. Some of y'all might not remember Blue Jay Bird, but I kind of have the same thoughts on the word. I have the same feelings on the word comp as he does. I don't necessarily really believe in comp players. I just, as in like comp, as in your competition. I would say you are a competent player, a very competent player. I've played enough games with you to know where your struggles and where you're good at. Like there are times I'm running with you and I ain't got to worry about you offensively at all. Like you do your thing. Like I'm looking to get you the ball. I'm looking to make plays for you. I don't have to screen for you too much. You got a solid ISO game. I've seen you cook a lot of people just doing your thing. I don't think you're a bad defensive player at all. Like when you lock in defensively, you got it. But sometimes you just need the power of imped. And I don't fault you for not running it. But every now and then, I got the, hey, look, if you need me to get that, if you need me to guard that ox, I got you. Just tag me over there. Just not saying you can't play defense. I just know you ain't running imped. And it looks like that ox need a little imped over there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Well, no, I think you're a really good player. Carter 6, watch. Hey, I'm not mad at that. Look, I out of the next, and I think Joy City did this shit on purpose because I actually like Lil Fox and I actually like Carter. Like I'm one of the few people on here who actually spends time playing Carter, and I actually want both of them at P7. And even though I don't play Fred, I'm really eager to see what they're going to do with him because I kind of want to build Fred. I know Killer was like he wants Sham God on Fred. They're not giving Fred Sham God. You can hang that up. You can hang that up. Is P5 William better than P5 Deacon? Ooh. That's a tough one. If you put a gun to my head, I would say I don't know if I would say better, but I would say William, a well-built P5 William is more valuable than a well-built P5 Deacon. I'll say that. I don't know if I say better, but I will say more valuable. Not saying that Deacon is bad, but Deacon kind of went through some things. Like they nerfed the hell. I don't think some of y'all might not remember Prime Deacon. Like launch day Deacon was a nightmare. Going in for P7 Walker and block tree Ghost. I'm not mad at that because that's exactly what I would do. Like one day I actually do plan on building my Walker, and that is exactly what I'm doing is his block tree. Now the crazy thing is, I'm going for his block tree, not for the block, but for the imped, and I'm gonna stack that with the pet. That's just me. Ken, what's good? I ain't know you snuck up in here. How your night going? Well, I appreciate it. Man, look, I got you, guy. I got you. Big high, no digit, right? All right. Plays was good, G. How's your night going? This is why Imp is being removed, by the way. Imped is not going anywhere, sir. I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you. You can miss me with that. Most of the community, my ass. Imped is not going anywhere. And I'm going to tell you why Imped is not going anywhere. Do you know how many characters on this game they're going to have to rework if you remove Imped from this game? My screen that hurt my voice. Sham, not that little delicate Elmo voice you got. Hey, get you some lemon water. Like, you're gonna have to redo half the characters on this game if you remove Imped from if you remove Imped. Imped is not going anywhere. As much as y'all wanted to, it's just not. It's not. I don't think y'all understand how many people got Imped in their kit. You're gonna have to change people's skills. It's not going anywhere. It's not. And y'all holler about y'all should nerf it. No. No, they should not nerf it. Why? So you Ox Queen mains can go off constantly on the goddamn game? Hell no. Because getting 25 cents is insane. Run more drive speed. Run more drive speed. Or switch to mid range. There's a counter to everything on this game. I really want y'all to understand that. There is literally a counter to everything on this game. Now, granted, there's only so much you can do if you see 6 PC lose and all of them are running Imped. There's only so much you can do against that. But there's a counter to Imped. You just got to take shots at the basket and run mid range. That is pretty much the counter to Imped. People was asking for in the meeting for Sienna to get to get nerfed. Like, you know how you know the counter to Sienna? Run a character with a shit ton of balance. That way you won't lose the ball. On top of that, if you are a small, stop going for rebounds. Because that activates her passive. So if you're a small and you're trying to go for a rebound against a Sienna, you're probably going to lose that motherfucker. 9 times out of 10, you're going to drop that ball every time. So if you want to counter Sienna, run the centers that have a lot of balance on them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Jimmy has the most, like right out the gate. And on top of that, I run max balance on my Sienna. So at some point, you're going to lose it. So that's all you got to do. Like, doesn't count everything. Don't pack the paint with a Sienna in there. If you're small, you should not be trying to go for rebounds. I know a lot of people trip on Kaji. Whoever has the Kaji, just bring him to the far side of the court and just run a 2-man game with the other 2. And try to bait them. That's why I always run characters that I can pass with. That is a counter to Kaji. Not saying you ain't going to get caught every now and then, but like I said, everything that you have a problem with, there's a counter to it. You just got to adapt. Those Imped resist guys don't even do shit for real. It depends. It depends. It depends. I would say this: it don't do shit. It ain't gonna do nothing for my loot because I run just that much Imped on it. But for like everybody else, it's a slight difference. It's a slight difference. And on top of that, you can still screen. You can always set screens. Like I've had people, I know, like there are people who know that I run like a crap ton of Imped and they make adjustments in game to make sure that I'm not guarding them. You know, they'll get a screen and get the switch and then they'll just shoot over the other person. And then I get pissed at my big because the big was supposed to eat the screen, but he let the damn switch happen. I'm not even surprised you need 20%. And there you go. There you go, Plays. You just perfectly explained why I run it to begin with. Because the one thing that I cannot stand is for me to be on the court against an ox queen and I get the perfect contest. Let's say just I'm just running another shooting guard. It don't matter what shooting guard. I can be running Jason. Jason, solid shooting guard. He ain't got a high jump shot block. I get the perfect contest on the ox queen. Get everything but the block. And this bitch can still make that shit? All the face shooting in the world that she can do? Nah. Nah, we not doing that. I want all the impaired I can run. I want all the impaired I can run. Like, she makes just about anything. I've had Rebecca's hit over me with impaired just because I didn't jump. Like, I'm just in my guard position right there in front, and they just pull a trigger, bucket. Now, personally, I think Gina needs a nerf. Was running Lou, running against somebody who had a Gina with a shit ton of drive speed. Now, once I got her figured out, it was the GGs at that point. I still lost the match. It was just too late because that bastard was cooking me the entire match. I forgot their name, but they dropped like a solid 30 points on me. I guarded that person the entire match. They dropped a solid 30 on me. A solid 30. And I was pissed. Now, to my defense, once I got it figured out, took them damn near 20 shots to get them 30 points, but still. I was hot at the end of that match. How much impact I got on Luke? Let's see. Finding body cooling out in the cut. Folks in Cali, 50 cal in the tub. Fuck around and shoot your cavalry up. We got alibis, we got calibers categorized. FN bitch capitalized. Better recognize. I got sick and tired of letting bitches slide. So I'm in the whip, I got the stick inside. Alright. I got 15 right there. I got 12 from the buff. 3 from the potential abilities. Even die. From this, you gotta go here. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah. She got 8% there. And on top of that, %. Wait, 4? I thought this was 5. Oh, I got to re-roll that. I need my 5%. So, yeah. And on top of that, because I was like, well, why don't you just run jump shot block? I do got jump shot block on it. Like, I got, what's a jump shot block? Where is it? I'm sitting at 225. Screens just get me doubled. It's a risk. It's a risk. Like I say, everybody can. Like when it comes to screen, it's tough. You just got to know how to play it and do your best to try to avoid it on both ends. Because yeah, if you don't connect on the screen, then yeah, it's basically you getting double. But then you have to, whoever's setting the screen for you, you got to look for them to outlet at some point. Whether they outlet to the 3 or just roll to the paint, one of the two. Just stand there and she won't make it. Do you think she's better than pre-nerf Kim? Who you talking about, Blaze? Or just making it work only for mids and ox? Actually, if they buffed impaired for mid range, bruh, I don't even think 2-point meta would be a thing anymore. I think that would make imped worse. Not saying it doesn't work on mid range. Imped works on every shot. It's less effective on mid range. Where that's why, yeah, because like, dude, you gonna have to take blind. You gonna have to replace every character on here with blind defense with another skill. You gonna have to replace Nathan's blind D. You gonna have to replace Lil Fox blind D. You gonna have to replace Ayla and Nadia's blind face up. You gonna have to do something with that shit because that's imped. You're gonna have a lot of people don't know this. Murdoch has imped in his kit. You're gonna have to take that off. That might actually be the easiest switch. You're gonna have to do something with Carter's blind face up because that's imped. Oh, Ox? Ooh. You know what? I'll give you that. I think Kim pre-nerf was better than Ox. I think she was. What about nerfing imped and 3-point shooting? I feel. But that's just the thing. It's like if you nerf 3-point and imped, you're still in the same boat. Like that's not gonna change. It's like you have to nerf one or the other. Because nerfing both of them just keeps you in the same boat. Like even if if you drop imped like 2%, how much would you drop 3-point success rate or just the 3-point shot itself to where it balances out? You're still gonna be in the same predicament. Likewise, Murdoch, Ren making almost every shit. Look, they just those Murdochs that just face shoot everything, bro. Those are just walleted out Murdochs. And a lot of y'all don't realize Ren's passive be carrying her too. That little whatever shot she got, that shit be carrying her. She's free blocks. Like I would argue, like Ren's specialty shot is better than like I think it's better than like if you had like a maxed out level freestyle. I think it's better than that. That's how good that shot is. So yeah, if you don't jump, like that shot works in. That's why Ren is still viable in 3x3 rank. Like that goofy ass shot alone carries her. How Giant G can I have 3 max stats? I don't know. I don't, and that's crazy because my rebound on Giant G is not even maxed out. Like I got to run a pet for him to have max rebound. But I get why people. But how would you nerf Giant G? That's the thing. Like he is a crack. I honestly think out of all the characters overall, I think Giant G is probably the most valuable character on this game. But how would you nerf him? Like, what would you nerf? Are you gonna nerf his jump shot block, or are you gonna lower his drive-in shot block? I wouldn't say rebounding is a problem because his rebounding is trash. Like, you actually have to like invest into his rebound. But I personally don't think Giant G is broken, really broken until you get him to P6. Because outside of that, I would say he's slightly better. I would say he's better than Murdoch, but not by much until you get him to P6. Then when you get him to P6, then he's just head and shoulders above Murdoch. Kim is still cold. She's solid. Like I never thought Kim was a bad character at all. I think Kim is just one of those characters like people don't want to play make with her, but you have to. Like you got to help your team out with a Kim. Like a lot of people like that's why I say like one of the best things I can tell anybody that's trying to play this game is you have to learn the characters, even the ones you don't play. Like I don't play Kim. Don't hardly have any playtime on Kim. but I know Kim's kit. And I've always said the hardest Kims to guard are like newer players because all they're going to do is spam fadeaway, and for whatever reason, that shit is hard to fucking get. Versus someone who actually has a well built P5, P6 Kim, because the majority of them, they're just looking for a step back. And it's like, once I know that's all you're doing, you're going to drive left, and I'm just waiting for you to jump backwards. Or I can just block you from jumping backwards. So you got, at that point, you got two options. You can either give up the ball, or you can force a fadeaway. Most times they're going to try to force that fadeaway. So it's like, at that point, you got to have an IQ for it, Kim. And the majority of the player base don't. Like typically, it's more so the Kims that I fear is more so the person behind the Kim versus just a Kim being on the court. Like there's like if like let's say for example, who has a broken Kim? Ill Spawns. He has a broken Kim. If you never win against him, his Kim is broken, busted, and he'll definitely drop 30 on you if you let him. But just like some average player that I ain't never heard of, just come out there with a kind of. Like I said, I'm more worried about Illspawn's Kim than just any other random ass Kim on the court. Like I know if Illspawn's on the court, all right, I'm not gonna bullshit him. Let me get somebody out here who I can play some serious defense with. They're okay. Like they're okay. Like I run one on my Marisol, which I probably shouldn't. Like I'm probably going to change it, but I don't have anything better, so that's why I'm running it. But it's okay. It's okay. Like that was Joy City's answer to people hollering about they want, to. And that's why I do give credit to Joy City. Like they're trying to balance this game out as best as they can. I don't know if the card thing, but the cards were an attempt to balance certain things out in this game without them having to go up in there and try to adjust every character in the game that the community might feel is just too OP or too busted. So that's why we got the impaired invalidity cards. They know people don't like impaired. I'm not one of them. I love it. I'm diehard on impaired, but I get it. I get it. What's the other one? The one because people have issues with Kaji's dash steal and Claire's dash steal. So what card did they come out with? Steel resistance. Which those are okay. Those are okay. Like they'll definitely cause a character to whiff on them damn things. Range signature. Yeah, that shit carries her. Cars in hell now only Foxy runs Kim now, unfortunately. He said only Foxy. I saw his stream. He was running Kim. I don't know. I have to. It's like I have to see it for myself. I have to see it for myself because I haven't ran against Foxy, and honestly, I don't even remember the last time I ran against Foxy. It's been so goddamn long. But I would have to see his Kim face to face before I judge it. Like it's different. Like watching someone on screen versus actually playing against it's two totally different things. Like I can sit there and watch that North America tourney all goddamn day, and yeah, it looks boring, but play against it. It'd be some of the sweatiest shit you ever be a part of in your life. I just don't like it. Look, same. I don't like Ox either. Like I hate that character. Like I hate it. Like in that whatchamacallit, anyone who said anything about nerfing impaired, I left a nice little middle finger underneath their comment. A nice middle finger underneath their comment. I promise you, if it wasn't that 10-minute delay between each comments, oh, I'd have been trolling that entire goddamn meeting. They would have hated me up in there. I see what you mean, but my Walker's still better. Look, I got cooked by a Walker earlier today. So I ain't got nothing against Walker. I would say Walker's probably Of all the shooting guards, probably my third favorite. Craziest thing is he's my favorite shooting guard that I don't have built yet. And the only reason why I was getting cooked by that damn walk is because he had all that damn drive speed. There's Marquise with the block. Let's see, almost caught up. Bart, what's good, G? Go to bed. Look, I will be in a minute. I will be in a minute. I'll probably shut it down around 11:30. It's 11:17 for me. Spawn got one of the most walleted people. Yeah, he does. Like they got a lot of people like they just have like just busted characters. Not so much. Not so much. They just have really good characters. I'm gonna say. Trying to think. One of the best like Aylas that like really just like they like I know I got to be on my shit to guard his Ayla is what the hell is his name? Fired Up King. Fired Up King run. Typically that's another thing. Like if you play this game a lot, pay attention to the people that you play against. Like if you running against people all goddamn day, you should know like their kit and who they run. Fired Up King he typically runs point guard. Every now and then he'll run Lee or Big Dog. His Lee is busted. He has a really good Cindy, a really good Helena, which I wouldn't say I fear them. Like, put it like this. If I'm running with him, if he's on my team, I know I can count on him for buckets. If he's running Helena and Cindy, like, I've watched him cook people with those two. If I'm guarding him, I don't really have to worry about them too much. Like, I don't find his Cindy and his Helena tough guards for me. Not saying he's trash with them by any means. But I know if he brings out Ayla, it's gonna be a long day for him if he brings out his Ayla. His Ayla is busted. Like of all the characters that he played, that's the character I do not want to see him pull out his Ayla. It was fine. No, it was Spawn's Kim is like if you ever get the blessing to play against that dude, bro. When I tell you, his shooting guards are busted. His shooting guards are busted. Like he's one of those dudes. Like if you're running with him, he can literally carry all the scoring. He can literally carry all the scoring. Like by himself. Just get him the rock. You don't really need to screen for him. Like every now and then you might have to, just to make sure he gets an open look. But pretty much if you give him space, it's GG's. And you're not running impaired, it's GG's. Like I remember I forgot how much I think he popped in one of my chats one time. I was talking about him. I think he told me he had like around like 77% success rate on one of his characters. I couldn't remember which one he was talking about. And on top of that, if you're not leveling up your freestyles, you're doing yourself a disservice. Do your best to level up a freestyle. Like I get like most of us just like try to get it to like level 1, but try to get it to gold. It'll help you in the long run. I know that's a lot of puzzle pieces, but it definitely helps. Low key, I do too much trolling when I play. Carson, look, I'm the same way. Especially in rigs. Like one thing, like I'll say this, like my whole mindset changed when I'm playing rank, which is probably why you'll never see me stream rank because it puts me in a mindset that I don't like to be in. Like I don't like there are streamers who constantly want to yell at players and other like I don't like doing that, and I don't ever want y'all to see me doing that. Which is why I have no problem with streaming regs because I don't take reg matches seriously. It's more like I play to the competition for the most part. So like if I'm running with comp people, then I'm a play to that. But if I'm not, then I ain't gonna take it too seriously. Or if I'm running against some comp people and I don't want to get embarrassed, then I'm gonna play to that level to a certain extent. But it's like for the most part with these reg matches, I don't take them too seriously. But rank, I just take it totally different. Like I'm in another mindset because I don't enjoy rank like I used to, and I only have the patience to be in rank for like 2 days. That is it. Like I used to play rank like all the time. Like I'm on it. I'm on rank like for hours. I am not trying to do that anymore. Let me get my 1600 rank score and get up out of rank. rank is just not fun for me no more. So it's like I just want to get in there, get out of there as fast as possible, and then spend the rest of the day decompressing in rigs. Not gonna lie, big dog, long distance is kind of stupid. He's so fast for no reason. Mine is, I know that. I be maxing out. Sometimes every now and then I do that. Like I just switch all my P bus for my centers to normal movement speed just to have a stupid fast big dog. Like I actually, for the longest, that's one of the reasons why I used to say like big dog was the best point guard on the game because I used to run my big dog as like a point guard. Like I'd be sitting there, I would sit there and literally guard Foxes. Like once upon a time, Fox was like the fastest character on the game. And I would literally just be right there with Fox. Like you're not gonna outrun me, Fox. I'm on your ass. Do I think they need to nerf shooting behind screens more? I do. I do. I don't know to what extent though. That's the thing because I don't. Because if you do, if you nerf it too much, then it's basically just gonna make setting screens pointless. So it's like you gotta have a good balance with it. Like I feel like they should. I just don't know. I don't know to what extent they should nerf it too. Cree Cree, Muffin Lady, how you doing tonight, Cree Cree? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Trey, what's good? G, what's good? How your night going? Shooting guard has the lowest win rate in rank. Oh no, that's facts, Trey. That's what I tell people. Like, if you look at the ranks, I always tell people like that's how when I do my characters you should band and rank and characters you should play. Like all that information comes from like the top 60. You look at the top 60, the majority of the characters that you see are small forwards and power forwards. You see some centers every now and then, but not saying that you don't see shooting guards up there, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's like those who are like die-hard shooting guards that are running them. The best are the easiest to play. Giant GCN and Kaji, yeah, etc. Right. Now, as far as the shooting guard, now they did buff all the shooting guards. Well, it's weird because they gave them a buff and they gave them a nerf at the same time. And the problem with that is, I wouldn't say it's a problem. All right, so y'all know the shooting guard kits, right? And you should pretty much know their stats. They gave a plus 13 to all the shooting guard steal and a plus 13 to all their jump shot block. And I think they lowered everyone's drive-in shot block. Now, based on that alone, who really benefits from that? The only person that really benefited from that buff, and I guess this was them trying to balance the game, the only person that really benefited from that was Nadia. Like, because all these other shooting guards, like their jump shot block is, I want to say, like anywhere between 100. I think the next might be like 127, and I think now they're like 140. Nadia has, and still their steal is even lower because I don't think anyone had I think the next highest steal might have been Fred's. I think. So this is my Nadia at P7. So her steal was already a 204. Well, no, it was actually lower. It was a 191. Now it's a 204. Her jump shot block was a 140. Now I do run jump shot P buff, so if you're wondering why it's over 200, that's why. And I got jump shot block cards. So I want to say out of all the shooting guards, she got the biggest buff because I don't think that plus 13 jump shot block, plus 13 on the steal, that does nothing for nobody else. I guess you can say Walker because I think he has the next highest when it comes to jump shot block. Yeah, Walker was a 153. Well, he's at a 153 now. God. characters, D. Which one do I think is the most busted? Your Gina. Like your Gina's a headache. I'm not gonna lie to you. Your Gina's a headache. Yuna is the highest still. She might. You might be right. You might be right. What Yuna looking like? What we looking like, Yuna? What we got? What we got? What we got? Ooh, 204. Oof. Easy swipes. Easy swipes. What kind of bus would I want for shooting guards? Oh, that's a tough one. It would have to be individual buffs. Like I don't think stats was the issue for some of the characters. Like, all right, let's go with Nadia. Let's start with Nadia because I think the buffs need to be individual. Like you can't just like do a blanket stat boost to people. Like I said, I appreciate the devs doing something. I'm not mad at them for it. Just I don't. I'm happy because, like I said, this helps my Nadia. I know some people be like, boost her 3-point shot, which is why I want another defensive shooting guard because I'm tired of all the shooting guards being 3-point shooters except for Nadia. I don't even run 3-point success rate on my P buffs. So if you're gonna do anything, I think it needs to be skill buffs. So for Nadia, I'm cool with the stat boost, but I think where is it? 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 Oh, this right here. Screen parrying, this needs a buff. This needs a buff. Like this is it's okay on anybody who doesn't have and actually we'll scratch that. It's actually worse now, but this was okay before Fox came out. Once Fox came out, this shit is non-existent. This needs a buff. I mean, if you want a buff for a 3-point stat, that's fine. I still wouldn't run her as a 3-point shooter either way. But for me, that's what I would do. I would buff that ability. And I don't like this skill because it's too dependent on your team, and the majority of us don't really communicate. Like, we don't really party up. We don't have a voice chat, which I'm glad we're not doing a voice chat. I'll explain why later, but like nobody's going for this. So at this point, this is basically a useless skill. So either give me something else, I don't know what. Pull up jumper, quick jumper. Nope, scratch that. I don't even know why I didn't think of this. Manual block. Replace this with manual block. Nadia is perfect. Replace that with manual block and Nadia is perfect. Who else? Honestly, I don't think anything needs to happen with MC. I think MC is perfect the way he is. Like, he didn't really need anything. The buff to his steal, 140. A buff to his jump shot block is now 127. Like, I'm cool with MC where he was. MC's kit is his kit, and I'm fine with it where it is. As I said, a lot of it is just individually. Walker, I don't think Walker D needs any buff. I think Walker's fine the way he is. The stat boost help as far as his jump shot block. But Walker doesn't need anything. Like, look, this is a P5 Walker and he's at a 229 3-points. Like, just get him to P7. That's it. Get him to P7. He doesn't need anything. Yuna doesn't need anything. Uh, Gina is busted. She's broken. I think she needs a nerf more than anything. I think they need to nerf her shot. I don't know if it's a kit or I'm just running against busted ass players who just be hitting shit. But like I said, the person that I was running against today, he ran Gina and he ran Walker and dropped 30 on me. Like I said, this heifer wasn't missing, and I was guarding the hell out of her with Luke, and he wasn't missing. Not because I wasn't, because simply because of the dry speed. Now, there was a few times he got like 2 face shots on me. I just thought it was some bullshit, but Noah, and I've stated this many times, Noah needs a whole rework. Jason's fine. Like, I don't think Jason needs. I mean, it's either you love Jason or you hate him. Jason is fine. I don't think he needs anything. Like, shooting touch is solid on him. Quick jump is solid on him. Layup pass is sneaky good on him. So if I ever run against if I ever saw Jason with a layup pass, I tip my hat to him because it's not a bad decision if you do it. Ren doesn't need anything. She's solid. Ox Queen doesn't need anything. On top of that, like I know some people's like nerf Ox Queen. I don't even know how you would nerf her. Like her kit was busted on release, and they have not touched her. They haven't done anything to nerf anything that she does. Like she automatically has 3-point def in her kit. So what you gonna do? Take away that? That doesn't do anything because people are already gonna run 3-point def, 3-point distance. You can lower her 3-point stat. She has a 217 mid-range shot. What is this? A 140 jump shot block? I guess like there's really nothing you can do with Ox Queen as far as nerf. Kim, she already got a buff. She doesn't need anything. Carolina doesn't need anything. The jump shot block helps because you run the manual block. Shot imped, nerfing, shooting. Look, we are not nerfing shooting shot impediment. That is not. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, Trey. We're not doing that, Trey. We're not nerfing shot impediment. Like the shooting guards is, like I said, it's just individual things. And I would say the main one that needs one is Noah. Like all of them are straight. Noah needs needs a rework the most. Then I would say Nadia. Everybody else is fine the way they are. It's either they're fine, their kit is fine the way it is, or you're gonna have to find some type of way to nerf them. But Trey Ren is not ass. She is not ass. Especially after I've seen you run a jump shot block Ren. Trey, the only person I know that's running like a 230 jump shot block on Ren with no 3-point success rate cards and still trying to shoot threes. Exactly. Ren is goated in 3x3. If you ain't got nobody else, you better have a Ren. You better have a Ren. Man, you fuck Ren too. Oh, my bad. Thanks for correcting me. He has a 255 jump shot block on Ren. But they saying we're supposed to be getting some more in the future. Something's supposed to happen next week. I'm not sure what. But like I said, I get why people say shooting guards is the weakest position. And like I said, but the only reason why they're saying shooting guard is one of the weakest positions is because it is a major drop off outside of these three. I don't say major. Well, you got these three, you got him, and then as underrated as a lot of people think she is, I would say not. And Nadia is still a drop off, but you can lock up these two and most of the Ox Queens with a Nadia. Jenna is still going to be a long day. But Nadia can lock up the rest of these people too. But after that, it's a major drop off, even with these characters at P7. Again, not saying that these characters are bad. Outside of Noah, it's just a major drop off. And you run any small forward with a decent amount of imped, that's going to be a long day for all of them. Rank mode will tell you to be on. Rank mode, that's what I always look for when it comes to like a new character. I like to see how they perform in rank. Like when them palms get sweaty, when it's nothing but meta out there. That's how you see how they stand up. Which is why, like I always say, like I know people there is some people that just think Bagman is trash. I'm like, he's not exactly the best option when it comes to rank, but he can hold up. He can definitely hold up against like those, like if you got a Jack, like I will take my Bagman against a Jack for a matchup. No, that's just it. You do have to build some defense on them. Like the main thing you have to do with Bagman is like you have to play to what they're doing. So I always say like the easiest jacks to guard are 3-point jacks. Like I was like one thing that will frustrate me is like somebody giving up 3 points to a jack because I'm like, bro, jacks are not hard to guard, especially a 3-point jack. You should struggle with the mid range jack. You should not be struggling to guard a 3-point jack. That shit should just not be happening. Where my cards at? There we go. All right. So this is primarily the build that I run, and this is the defense that I have to like jump shot block there, pull up success rate because I'm gonna do pull up jumpers all goddamn day if you let me. More pull up success rate and a little bit of steal completion success rate. That is it. And I run normal movement speed instead of drive speed. I run drive speed for the P bus. I prefer to have normal movement speed for the simple fact you can over a lot of people over dribble with MC, and I don't like doing that, and I don't want to sacrifice my speed on defense for the extra drive speed. And here's P7. And I went with dribble. So I get a little extra drive speed from his dribble tree. I'm not mad at that, Trey. If you can get your Carolina to 255 jump shot, I am not mad at that. Brian uses jack to 3. It's easy to call. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, now they do got some people with busted jacks that be, just chucking threes like crazy. But like I said, I've always, bro, a 3-point jack is a lot easier to guard than a mid range one. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Say, how do you use jack loop for 4 years? That's crazy. Look, but they've held up for 4 years, Trey. That should tell you something about the character. The character has held up for 4 years. I don't know. I really don't need double speed on shooting guards. Jason said, no, you don't. You don't. The only, and that's another problem that I have with the shooting guards. That's another problem I have with the shooting guards because all of them except for one, it's like they're the easiest position to build, but you got one that just stands out like that. That setup doesn't work for them. It just doesn't. Oh shit! I forgot I had switched this. Oh, that's point guards. I'm tripping. There we go. I'm about to say. I run double normal movement speed strictly for Nadia, for defense. That is it. Imped, yes, I run imped. And jump shot block. That is it. Like this, my P buffs are set strictly for Nadia. We getting that speed buff? I don't think they need it though. Like all of them, like if I'm not mistaken, like the majority of them, like 190 when it comes to speed. Like I get they trying to balance things out, but I just don't think I don't know what people want them to do with the shooting guards. Like the majority of people that have and I'm not saying I don't respect their gripe, I get it, but like I said, the majority of people that have a problem with imped are shooting the ones that main shooting guards, ox queens and shit. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of funny when you can kind of see like you kind of took their will away because they just stopped shooting. It brings me so much joy. Just see an ox queen just stop shooting. Funny as hell. He said, "I want manual block on all the shooting guards." I, I'll say this. I think I've told you this before, Trey. What I want them to do with the shooting guards, I'll give you a quick rundown on this, and I'll go ahead and hop off. I think what I want them to do with all the characters is I want them to make it where the higher your jumps, like all the characters get manual block right out the gate. I don't want it to be a skill that you have to level up with skill balls. What I want it to be is a situation where the higher the stat, the more distance you get on your manual block. So like if you got like a 250, let's say if you got a 250 jump shot block, that would be the equivalent to a level 7 manual block. I think it should be something like that. So I think something like that, I think that would be perfect. And I think a lot of players would actually I think a lot of players would actually get behind that. I don't know how easy that would be for Joy City to implement into the game. I'm not a dev, so I don't know. But I think that would work. I think that would work. Just everybody just flat out has manual block, and the higher the stat, the more distance that you have on it. Like you still get the little stupid, like a 255 where you can just jump shot block everything from the free throw line. Like that's still part of it, but you get the distance along with it, the higher the stat. I think that's how it should be, but eh. You console, but you got a mindset of a PC player. I analyze everything, Trey. I analyze everything, bro. Everything. That's just how I am. Like I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, and if I play enough games with you, or if I watch you long enough, I analyze you too. Like Trey, I even know your game a little bit. I know your game a little bit. Like I already know. Like anytime I play, every match I play with you, bro. Play with you or play against you. One thing I know, like if I'm playing with you, I know I have to be there just in case you overcommit on a jump shot block to rotate on D. Because I've seen you do it so much. I've seen you do it so many times. Like when you locked in, I've seen it where you get like 7 blocks in a match. But I've also seen like where they got you jumping all over the place, and then I got to rotate in and help, and then you recover. So I've seen it so many times. I've seen it so many times. But I also know if I'm playing against you, I know if you're not the main person guarding me, I know you're gonna sneak your ass over there to try to get a block off me. That's just how my mind works, bro. I analyze everything. Oh shit. Trey, I told you I'll be running them plat IQ cards, man. I can coach just about anybody on this game. Now I got old thumbs, so I can't play like you young whippersnappers, but I can coach the hell out of this game. Oh shit. All right. It is now 11:45. That'll do it for me. Let's see. What's tomorrow? It's gonna be Friday. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can do another tier list tomorrow. Not showing the time, but I'll put a notice up, and tomorrow will be the power forward tier list. Uh, Possibly do some games as well. But that'll do it. Appreciate everyone who stopped by for the tier list, everyone who stuck by for the Yap session. Everyone have a good night. Be safe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.